Good evening, Dolphin fans. How are you today? Welcome to Sports Night with Jorge. Got a little breaking news here about Tua Tagovailoa. Guys, once again, man, we have to stop the listening to all these rumors, all these information we're getting in the media. Um, Report from CBS, Bleacher Report, and all that. So, I get my sources, and when I get the sources, I try to get the right communication for you guys to understand. Just to let you know, Tua Tagovailoa did show up for OTAs today. 21 team in the NFL had OTAs today in around the NFL. So, but I'm gonna talk about this one in particular. I put a short out there, which you guys already seen it. I put a little like a little survey about, give this man his contract. I'm gonna tell you a statistic that I saw that Tua broke. Dan Marino has never done it. 1 6 touchdown in the game. I think that's never been done by Dan Marino. I think he threw 5 touchdowns. And quote me if I'm wrong. And Tua had 350 yards passing in one game, 3 touchdowns, no interception, with a 80% uh, percent of completion in that game. That is never done by a Dan Marino. I'm gonna stop the criticism here now because a lot of people criticize him. We have Tua haters, Tua lovers, you name it. But let me tell you, this man's a godly man, and he show up. I guarantee you, he show up in OTA for a reason. Because he's not going to let the enemy defeat him. He's not going to let the enemy, bother him. He's going to go out there and do what he has to do. But I'm going to tell you, as a Dolphin fan and for the Dolphin organization, you got to pay this man. Now, the sources says now that he's going to get paid through once the mini camp is over. Those are the things they're saying. He's going to get his contract. Whether he's the highest paid quarterback, where is he not? People think that he hasn't improved anything with the Dolphins. He's 0-1 in the playoffs. We all know that. My God, guys, only 0-1. Guys, I brought this up and I'm going to say it again. If I was Tua, and let's say Chris Greer, and they don't want to come in agreement with the agent, because remember, the agent has to be involved on all this because the incentives that's applied to his contract. Listen, if I was Tua, man, I play my fifth year and hopefully take this team to the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl, and says, you know what? Thank you so much. I'm not willing to play for this organization anymore. I'm not saying he's going to do that. I don't think he's that kind of person. His kindness, his commitment, his attributions to the sports, to what he does for the kids in Hawaii and organizations and things that he does for charity. It says it all, guys. This is where I tell you have to uh, divide the players into the human being. Uh, the guy did a great job last year. I don't care what anybody says. I'll be honest with you, and I don't say it that way either. Not that I don't care. It's just that we just here to just criticize. And like I said, I don't bring that negativity or that criticism on my program. The guy had a great year, led the league in passing, 29 career high touchdowns. Uh, I saw a rating there the other day that I saw it, and they had Tariq, Waddle, and Odell Beckham. And just in between those three guys, of course, that's AI. It's just a computer putting in out, and that's only three receivers. Just in those three is over 29 touchdown plus. One with 1,800 receiving, one with 1,700, and I think Odell Beckham with 600 or 800 yards that season. For the season. So it's just amazing. But of course, those are numbers. We don't know anything until we actually hit the field. Uh, I would like to thank those that have subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Continue the thumbs up, guys, and please, please leave a comment. Don't be afraid to leave a comment. Anything you want to speak or anything you want to talk about, so I can bring it in my next program. Just go ahead. But let me tell you what the Bleacher Report says. And these are NFL rumors. Tua Tagovailoa, Dolphins, not particularly close on contract extension. Okay, once again, I'm gonna say it again. We don't know this. because we're not the actual in the field to know what's going on in the field. Okay, we just don't know that. There is contract negotiation going. There are incentives. I think the Dolphins are more worried about his injury. Uh, and that's in the past. Listen, guys, he overcame last year, 17 game season, no injuries, thank God. He played his full season. Unfortunately, if we're gonna blame Tua Tagovailoa for everything that happened to the Dolphins last year, I'm gonna tell you, we're wrong. We had drop passes, key players getting hurt at the end of the season, uh, bad management, clock management by the coach. I could continue on and on. And like I said, I don't bring criticism. I don't. It's part of the sports. It's part and that goes sports in general. That's every team in the NFL. You know, it's called execution. You execute. Uh, you built the plan. Okay, you execute the plan. Okay, put players in position. Put players in place. So you can win these games. Unfortunately, it's just a sport. It's entertainment, and things happen. We criticized the Dolphins last year. They couldn't win a winning team, and the last team they won it was against the Dallas Cowboys. Once again, the NFL it's very difficult to win, guys. I always bring this up, and people get kind of upset with me. You rather be 11-6 or 6-11. So let's look at that picture. Whether you won against the bad team, the good teams, you got to win regardless. Okay, the key thing that hurt Miami, and I'll bring it back, is the Tennessee game, that Monday night game, or it's a Sunday night. I think it was Monday night game. You had the lead, you back it up, and you lay down and relax for a while, and boom. If we would have won that game, we would not be talking nothing right now, just the Dolphins getting to the next level, having home field advantage, having the home. I mean, it's plain and simple. This season, looking at the schedule and all that, like I said, well, and I talk about it later on when OTAs and then preseason, and we look what we have, and that's every team, from Atlanta, from Dallas Cowboys, and you think about the only contract problems. Look at Dak from Dallas. What's going to happen to him? You know, what about Trevor Lawrence? What about his contract? What's sad? This came up the other night, and which is true. Uh, Trevor Lawrence will have a better record than Tua. You know, Unfortunately, that's how it happened. And Herbert and Tua were drafted the same year, and what's Herbert? And look at Tua. And I hate. I'll say the word hate. I just don't like comparing quarterbacks. I really don't because they're different. There's mobile quarterbacks. There's strength armed in the quarterback. Quarterback that scramble, that could throw deep and all that. I remember when Tyreek Hill hit Florida, and they said, "Well, Tua can't throw no more than 50 yards in the air." Prove people wrong, and that's why we're so gentle. We judge people very judgmental, and I don't like to judge anybody. That's not me, guys. I don't judge anybody. These players are professional players. They get paid. They get paid pretty well to play in this league. Okay, that's the same thing as me and you go to work every day, 9 to 5, Saturday and Sunday off. Of course, they only work on Sunday, but they do practice the rest of the week. So they got charities, they got things to do, in their communities, and you got to look at the good things, guys. You got to look. You got to stay positive, and that's what I try to say. So, you know, uh, let me tell you what the Bleacher Report announced on Tua. It says the Miami Dolphins and Tua Tagovailoa are reportedly working towards a contract extension as the quarterback approaches his final year of his current deal. But there's still plenty of work to be done, even though he is present on OTAs. You see, guys, if that was a different guy, he would not show up in OTAs. He wouldn't care. I said this in a while back in my last recording. He didn't hire three quarterback coaches to work with him and have a workout season to him to prepare for this season. The guy's in good shape. He lost about 15 pounds. Okay. And, my only concern is get him a good, healthy offensive line. Get him some players that can block him, that can help him out. And I guarantee you right now, man, this is the year of the Dolphins, regardless. And I know the Jets are good. I mean, they got great receivers. But I'm gonna tell you, my only concern with the Jets is Roger okay? Roger's getting to that age. Is he gonna be okay in New York? It's things that makes you think and ask questions because, guys, we don't know that. We could start here second guessing, second guessing, second guessing. So we have this. Let me continue reading. The fact that he is a good start, he's in a good start. ESPN Adam Schefter reports during Monday Night NFL Live, both sides would like to see if they can find a way to get a contract extension work out. There are really no reason for Tua to uh, to stay away from the team during OTAs when his team is fully behind him while they are trying to get a contract work out. Let me ask you something, guys. Wilkins, the defensive end of the Dolphins, okay, had a great year last year. I think him and Sealer platoon in that position. Man, Dolphins didn't offer him a contract, and he played the whole entire season. Now that we knew that he's going to cost us costly, yes, we knew that. He's a heck of a player. Unfortunately, he went to the Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders. But that happened, guys. That's part of football. That's business. Okay, so right now, I mean, I could tell you this. What quarterback is good right there for Miami right now? I mean, can you name me somebody that's really good that can help Miami? I ask myself that question. If you know somebody that Miami has that's really good, let me know. You know, so like I say, I'm a firm believer that that the Dolphins are doing the right thing. Uh, I don't know what Chris Greer is doing, but I do believe that it's time for Tua Tagovailoa to get his contract and make it through the season. So give me a second, guys. So anyhow, I'm back again. I had some guess some video difficulties here, so be sure that everything is working fine here. The Dolphins and Tua Tagovailoa are reportedly working towards a contract extension of the quarterback approaches the final year of his current deal. But there's still plenty of work to be done, like I told you earlier, due through his presence in OTA. Now, if the guy didn't care, once again, guys, he would not show up in OTA. You know, I'm gonna continue reading here. My understanding is not particularly close at the point in time, but both sides would like to get the deals done, wrap as soon as possible. You would think before the season will begin. That is, the president of OTAs is a step in the right direction. As Diana Rosino let it reported, skip a majority of the Dolphins' voluntary offseason work because the contract talk had stalled. We heard so many rumors about the guy didn't show up, the guy didn't practice. Once again, the negativity. This is a Christian guy, believes in God, and I know somebody might tell me what that has to do with football. Well, a lot because it showed his character and it showed the respect of the team and the respect to the players. I never seen a quarterback that gets to the podium and they criticize him so much, and he never point fingers at his players. He take the full responsibility to himself and said, "Hey, it's on me. I blame it. I made the bad throw. I made a mistake. Nothing to do with it." He went the wrong route. He doesn't say that. So that's one thing you gotta understand, guys. You look at the Dolphins, you look at the quarterback position, and today I saw a video with him and Wright throwing the ball in OTAs. So that's one thing I'm gonna tell you guys. Unfortunately, the season is getting close. Uh, Chris Greer need to do his job. McDaniel needs to, and I know McDaniel has nothing to do with it because he doesn't sign the contract. He doesn't, but you got to look his development since McDaniel has been here, how he has developed in this league, what he has overcome in this league, from the hip injury. to the concussion. I don't want to bring it because that's in the past. But to come last year and lead the league in passing, that is amazing, guys. Okay. Now, one thing I'm gonna bring up, I'm gonna change the subject a little bit to the NBA. If you are a New York Knicks fan, which Stephen Smith was bragging about when they won the first two games, and he was laughing and smiling, and I know it's just to bring people up. I disagree with that, guys. All these teams that are coming from out of nowhere and coming home and beat you at home. Not only that, they led by 30 points or by 20. Well, I don't know how many points they led, but they led big. So all these little teams in the NBA are overcoming and they're taking over the league. And that's why a payroll team doesn't mean they're going to go to the championship every single time. So, in hockey, once again, congratulations to the Florida Panthers. They move on. I think they play the Rangers next on Wednesday, if I'm not quite sure, at New York. That's going to be a good series. Um, we got one more, I think, one more game tonight. You got a couple of teams tied at 3-3. Decided, I think, I'm quite sure it's going to be, let me be sure. I don't want to give you the wrong information. I think it's decided 7 games. Give me a second. Yeah, tonight you got Edmonton Oilers and the Vancouver Canucks. They're tied 3-3. So we have Dallas winning. We have the Panthers winning. Wow, guys, it's going to be a good series. So we got game one Wednesday in New York at 8 o'clock. Then we're waiting for the Star to see who wins between Vancouver. So that's all we got left. The Rangers and the Panthers and the Stars and the winner of tonight between the oops, I'm sorry. Yeah, tonight. So let's see what happens. I mean, the series tied at 3-3, so it's going to be interesting, guys. Good hockey. I mean, it's a good hockey season too. Yeah, the Oilers and the Canucks. So let's see who face with each other. When you get a chance, look at my shorts um, in the community section or in the post. If you go in there, you have a picture of Tua Tagovailoa, and I posted a comment. Get the man needs to get paid. Uh, I'm gonna have those comments so you guys can look at it. I'm gonna have some polls so you guys look at it. Yes or no, you agree, disagree, and that's gonna help you out, guys. So we got that, and let's talk a little bit about baseball because I haven't talked about baseball for a while. Man, the Yankees are having a good season. Uh, of course, the Yankees are playing the probably one of the easiest schedule right now. Okay, let me tell you today we had the Padres beat the Braves in the first game 6-5. We have Blue Jays beat the White Sox 9-3. We have the Guardians beating the Mets 2-0 in the tops of the second. Padres and Braves started the second game. They're in the bottom of the first. Then you have Brewers and Marlins tonight at 6:40. You got Twins and National at 6:45. You got Red Sox at Rays at 6:50. Mariners at the Yankees at 7:05. You got Tigers and the Royals at 7:40. You got the Orioles and the Cardinals at 7:45. Then we got the Angels and the Astros at 8:10. And the later game tonight will be the D-backs and the Dodgers. That's at 10:10. Let me show you this. Give you the standing for a second. The Yankees are 33-15. The Orioles are 29-15. They're only 2 games behind the actually Yankees, and followed by the Rays, Red Sox, and Blue Jays. In the American League Central, we got the Guardians at 30-17, the Royals at 29-19, just a game and a half out. You got the Twins right behind them, then Tigers and the White Sox in last place with 14 wins and 34 losses. Then in the American League West, we have the Mariners, which I was shocked, 25-22. The Rangers were on top, and also the Astros, and they all went down one step. So you got Mariners on top, then the Rangers just behind on the far a game and a half. Then you have the Astro at 4 games out. Then the Athletics, which they were playing good balls. I mean, good ball, and the Angels playing also good ball. Even though they're 19 and 30, and one's 18 and 29, but they're only 7 games behind first place. So that's a weak division right there. So let me get here. Let me get to your National League. We have the Phillies at 34 and 14. I think the best record in baseball. They're 19 and 8 at home and 15 and 6 on the road. They won the last 10 games. They're 8 and 2. You have the Braves 5.5 games out by losing today. They lose again today. They'll be 6.5 games out. Then followed by the Mets, National, and Marlins. Then you got the Brewers in the Central with a 27 and 19 record, followed by the Cubs. The Pirates right behind there, 6 games out. The Cardinals 7, and the Reds 8.5. Then in the West, 32 and 17 for the Dodgers. They got a 7 game lead. The Padres right behind them at 25 and 24 at 7 games. Giants 8.5. D-backs 9, and the Colorado Rockies 15 and 5. That's your baseball score and also your standings. So like I say, very early for baseball, guys. Very early. We got a long way to go. So and then your NBA, which in the finals, I'll tell you right now, in your NBA finals, don't know why my computer's slow today, but I guess it's because we had bad weather actually yesterday. So we got Minnesota Timberwolves beating the Nuggets. They took the series. Then we have the Pacers beating the Knicks 130 to 109. I mean, a complete blowout. And it's going to be the Pacers and the Celtics game one tomorrow at 8 p.m. And they don't have the schedule for the Timberwolves and the Dallas Mavericks, which is probably going to be. Let me see if I see it here. Give me a second. Yeah, game one will be Wednesday. Mavericks at Timberwolf. Wednesday 22nd at 8:30 p.m. Well, guys, I don't got much tonight. Just the information, guys. I know you like football, baseball, basketball. I try to bring every scoreboard, everything you guys need to know when it comes to the season. All I can tell you is one thing, man. Is it's a long season all the way around. We almost in the end of the NHL and also the end of the NBA. 4 teams left. Same thing in NHL. 4 teams left. The one that goes to the Stanley Cup, and the other one goes to the championship, the NBA championship. So, hopefully, if your team's there, man, good luck. I'm a Laker fan. We've been eliminated for a while, so congratulations to your team if they made it. I do have a lot of Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I do got a lot of Brave fans. I do have a lot of Atlanta Falcon fans. So, and like I said, this is a show that's wide open. Just go ahead and leave your comments. Anything you want to know about your team, or anything you want me to speak about your team, let me know. Guys, thank you so much for joining in. Once again, I always leave everybody at the end of my program with a word of encouragement, guys. No matter what happened in our lives, you got to stay positive, guys. Uh, there's a battlefield every day out there when we go to work and we leave our families, when we leave the house. But you got to trust in the Lord. You got to trust in God to protect you, protect your family. You know, God gave us an armor and shield for a reason, for protection. Show your kindness, show your love to other people. This world is so bad. What you see right now is it's just amazing. But I always tell everybody, make your light shine, regardless what happened. Make your light shine. Ask God to give you wisdom and knowledge. Ask God to lift you up when you're actually down. Sometimes we go to work and it's not that easy. It's kind of difficult. We go home and that's what I tell everybody. You want to go home to be with your loved ones. That's the most important thing. the person you love. You know, I can say this: I'm not a perfect dad. I'm not a perfect husband. Not a perfect grandfather either. But one thing is for sure, okay? God comes first. My family comes second. My job comes third. That is important to me. I do this broadcasting and I do this my podcast for sports, particularly for one reason. I love people. I love people around me. I love everybody. I don't hate nobody. I get along with everybody. Guys, this is sports, entertainment, fun. Enjoy it while it lasts. I said this a while back, those that joined in my podcast. You have fans and fanatic. I'm a fan. I have nothing against the fanatics. I see things, I've seen videos, people break their TV and get mad and get upset, burn a jersey, don't, guys, guys, the most important thing in your life, it's a relationship with Jesus and your family. Now, I'm not forcing nobody to do anything. There's that saying that you can lead the horse to the water, you can't force it to drink the water. Exactly right. But all I can tell you is I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Once again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button, and please leave a comment. But anyhow, thank you so much, man. You guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.